Hello everyone and welcome back to Patty's Hobby World. Let me turn on another light. Let's finish her up real quick and we'll be on to our next image. I don't know what it's going to be. Don't forget I buy these off Estes, so, and there. This one's not Karron, Christine Karron. The light. The sunlight, as you can see, it's in the afternoon. So we're gonna. Somebody, my friend said, do her hair in blue. Do her hair in blue. I'm like, I don't do that kind of stuff. Oh, it'll be nice. Do her hair in blue. I'm like, okay. So let's do her hair in blue. Look at all these. I gotta put all these crayons up. And this one goes over here. This one goes over there. All right, so I'm gonna have to use pencil, so because I use marker. I do want to use marker, but I don't have a light enough marker. Is this mark? Let me see what this one is. Nope. I need to get lighter than that. I can definitely use it though. It's called phthalo blue. Phthalo. I'm going to have to look that up. Phthalo blue. Oh, I tell you. All right, let's go. Put these up here real quick because, oops. And I don't have any room. All right, so I don't like this blue because you see what it's doing? Some colors reduce, will take over the grayscale. But, okay, but I'll use it. I just came from outside checking on my petunias. I'm going to turn it just a little bit. Are we still on screen? Sorry about that. Okay. See, we don't want to get on the black because it creates that overlay. Sometimes pink crayons, colored pencils will, I don't know what the word is. I'm going to have to research it. Sometimes I don't like coloring with certain types of pencils because they kind of do something weird. It's like this right here. This is white. I don't really like it, but I needed something to, give a little sheen. Okay, so we're working with pencil here. My brunt fronters, my very first coloring pencils. Okay, so is that good there? All right, so let's get the next color. And I'm not going to use any marker. I'm just going to use the palette I have here. So you see the palette of blues right there. So we're just going to use those. So I just chose the very lightest one. Let's go down to this one. So I'm going to go down to this one. I like to get them nice to a point. Okay, so we're going to work in the grayscale right now. That is your little go-to when you're trying to create shading and highlighting. And yeah, what's the difference between shading and highlighting? That's a good question. So shading for me is bringing in what I'm doing now. Some where the highs are and the lows are in the image, and that's what the grayscale does. So what I'm doing right now is I'm shading in, creating shade, something that's not hitting the direct sun. See this side of her face, okay, because we're assuming the sun is coming from this way. So right now I'm trying to go over the areas that I feel the sun, with the help of the grayscale, is not catching. Okay? So you see that? I'm going to come down here. And so shading and highlighting would be, for me, is that kind of like the opposite. And I'll get the right, because we want to be all consistent. We want to, highlight should be highlight for everyone. But just like when you go for hair color, right? When you go to the store and get a box of hair color, and you want to lighten up your hair, but you don't want to do the whole head. So what you do is you pull out pieces of your hair, little strands of your hair, and you only highlight those. So then you got this dimensional look to your hair. So if I'm, a brunette and I want some auburn highlights, if I'm blonde and I want some like strawberry highlights in my hair, then that's what I'll do. I'll go get a box of hair color that's a few shades lighter, that's lighter, and that looks good. Looks almost like, what's that thing where they do stages of color? Frambe, something like that. Frambe, right? But we should definitely go a little bit more intense. So we want to find where the first curl is over top the second curl. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and just make a little sharp deepen some of those oops, I can bend it out. You see how I'm doing that? I'm going to go just one more darker, but that's it. And then I think I'm going to use this may not be a good idea, but let's see. Let's see if it will work. I'm staying at the tip, the end of the grayscale, at the bottom of the grayscale. Okay, see that? Finding each curl that sits on top of each other and okay, so that looks good. I don't see now that I have a problem with this right here. I've got to fix that. I think it's too much. Let me try to yellow her out a little bit. How's that? Is that a little better? Should have, you know, you can see that little hair right there. Normally we shave that. It's a little bit better. There. All right, now I can go in. You know what? Let me try my number 2. Yeah. Okay, so she was right. The cat is looking out the window, looking at the bird. And of course, she's afraid of everything. All right, how's that coming along? Always remember, you can always get your grays out. That looks good. I'm happy for that. All right, let's get the black out so we can do some fine tuning, and I think we'll call this a day. I think it's going to be almost time to put the there. I'm going to bring it in just a little there. Turn the AC on. I usually try to wait till it's bedtime, but sometimes it just gets a little too warm. Go ahead and get it on a little earlier. How's that? So let me finish up here. How's that? That looks good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave. I was thinking about maybe this is too bright. I guess I could bring in the, what color did I use? This one? Just a little bit. It's just a little too, the highlight will still be there, so just gonna go ahead and give it a cover. There. So it still maintained the highlight. So we still got the effect. Okay. All right, guys. Her hair. Wait a minute. I see a mistake. Let's do a scroll in. And just capture her face right there, like that. Let's see what. I see a little boo-boos right there. I'm just gonna see if I can blend them out. What did I see? I want to bring it a little dark, a little shading, a little bit more color here. Just a little bit, that's it. Yeah, it goes with her eyes, that's for sure. I'm looking for that. She's a little too bright on the forehead. I'm having trouble with this area right here. I don't like it. And then this area right here. That's alright. It doesn't look too bad. I think she looks good, guys. I think she nailed it. Okay, so let's leave that there. Oops. And let's see what she looks like with the lights off. Yeah. There you go. All right, everyone. Well, that looks like it does. I mean, it looks good here. So, take a look at that for a little bit. And I will put this in the sink. No, I cannot eat anymore, kitty. Oh yeah, she looks good. Just trying to look around and see. Just play around for a little bit. One of my 5 blacks. Or should I just leave well enough alone? How about that? Did that. That's enough. Okay, I'll leave her alone. I'll leave her alone. I don't like her nose. It's like lost right there. Her nose didn't. I don't like her nose too much. I wonder if I can. Yes. Here is our trusty eraser. Yeah, see, that's a part. Yeah, see, see that right there? They did that, not me. So I'll just leave it alone. She looks good. Let's take a look at those eyes. Let me see if I can capture those eyes real quick. Let's see if it'll focus. Oh, perfect. There we go. There you have it, everyone. She's looking right at you guys. Mm-hmm. That'll be a nice picture. All right, everyone. Well, we'll get on to the next one, maybe tomorrow or maybe Monday. And as always, stay inspired and color, color.